Hello YouTube, this is Rhino Dan, and this is my millionth take on this video. I keep getting something right, and the audio doesn't right, or whatever. It's frustrating me. Anyway, this video right here is on my first motorcycle clinic I did with Doc Juan in Belmont, California. We went to Skyline Boulevard, we went to the back roads to Santa Cruz and back. Back to Skyline Boulevard. It was amazing. So there you have it. Unfortunately, I have footage of me going there, and on the way there I had camera problems and I wasn't able to record my ride, which sucks for about 3 different reasons. 1, I was riding really good. 2, it was beautiful. I mean, it was a lot of good scenery. And 3, I almost crashed twice and I wanted to see what it looks like. But I'll go over the wrecks later in the video. So Doc Juan teaches Keith Codes material, and Doc Juan is a Keith Code certified instructor. It's all free. He teaches out of his chiropractic practice, Full Motion, in Belmont, California. I'll put a link in the video for that too, and how to get in touch with Doc Juan, so you can get on his email list so you can figure out when his next clinic is. He also does other seminars too, like suspension and long riding and different things like that, and it's very amazing like what he gives back to the community. So far, like 40,000 people have done his seminars and his clinics over the years. This is his 25th year of doing this, which is unbelievable. His passion for helping new riders has no limits. It's amazing to see. So how his clinic works is this. You show up at 9 o'clock. There's an hour-long classroom. In this classroom, you're going to go over theory. He does demonstrations with Q&A. And he goes over the topic of the day. So he picks one topic, and the topic the day I went actually happened to be on how much pressure should be on the grip, on your hand, on your grip on the bars. And it was amazing because he explained things in ways I never thought of, and because of that, I learned something, and it was really cool. After you do that for an hour, we break off into 3 groups. Group 1's the fastest, which is Doc Juan. He only had 7 guys in his group. Group 2 is the next fastest. They're pretty quick. And Group 3 is the slowest. It's where the intermediate or the novices or the beginners will go ride with Group 3. Now during the seminar or the clinic, Doc Juan mentioned multiple times about riding where you are having just enough fun but not riding too slow. I didn't know the roads. I didn't know where we were going, so I rode in Group 3 to start off with. Immediately I knew what he was talking about. It was going too slow for me. My natural pace and my skills were much higher than the group I was riding with. So I ended up going down the mountain one-handed. My left hand was off the bar, and I was making airplane signs and flying my airplane through the trees as I was going down the mountain. Well, apparently somebody noticed, and I was talking to Doc Juan after our scheduled stop, and he said that my hands were so light on the handlebars that I was going down the mountain with no hands at all. He exaggerated a little bit, and the Doc Juan looked at me and says, "Alright, you're in my group." I said, "Okay." So here's the mountain that I went down. Beautiful, right? So then I went from the slowest group, where I was almost ruining the guys in front of me one-handed, and I had to use brakes where I didn't want to use brakes, so I was going to rear end people. So I went down at one-handed to the fastest group. So I went from no challenged to being challenged. Plus being on an R3 didn't help as much as I would hope. I was able to keep up though, which was amazing. So I'm driving down the next portion with Doc Juan and the fast section, and this is where things get a little tricky for me. This is where my first accident almost happens. I'm keeping up through one of the sections. There's Doc Juan on his BMW, I'm keeping up on the uphill section, no problem. And then when we go to the downhill section, I'm still keeping up. And then we go in these roads that are really poorly maintained. And if you're not from California, you might have heard we had like the most rain we had in years. Some of the roads that we went on had potholes. Just they weren't well maintained roads, and that caused more issues too. If you don't know the roads, you know, you have road hazards now, more things to worry about, more things to look at. So I'm driving in this section, and my first accident almost happens. Is where the rain caused the mud to go into the road, and the mud dried, and it made little berms in the middle of a corner. Now these guys are on different types of bikes than me, and my little R3 didn't have a lot of clearance. In the middle of a corner, and I hit the dirt berm, and the bike jumps up. It fishtails. I knew what to do though. I let the handlebars off. I jumped my hands off the handlebars, didn't fight it. Let the bike straightened out, kicked my leg down to help me keep moving because I was about to tip over. Grabbed the bars and kept riding up. I get to the top of the hill, and Doc Juan looks at me and gives me the thumbs up. Now I thought he saw me do this. So now I'm a little embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed. I was scared. I almost wrecked. I thought the camera was on. I'm like, great. I just wrecked on camera, and I've been saying to people for months now I didn't want to become YouTube famous wrecking on camera. But no, he gave me the thumbs up. We stopped for lunch, and I asked, you know, do you guys see anything? You know, I almost wrecked, and they're like, when? And I told them about it. I'm like, I didn't even see that. And I'm like, oh crap, I just let them know my secret's out. So that was my first almost near miss. That was pretty bad, scared me. The second one was, I was in full lean. If I had knee pucks on, I would have been a knee down on the street, but I didn't have knee pucks on. Pretty darn close to really, really full lean, and the rear tire starts to get loose. But I've been reading Keith's Code stuff for about 11 years now. I knew what to do. I knew I needed to get on the gas and not chop the throttle. Chopping the throttle would have given me a massive high side. So I knew that. I knew that to be true. I gave it gas. Sure enough, the tire stopped spinning, and I pulled through the corner. But after that happened, I slowed down a little bit. I went from about 80% down to about 65-70% of my abilities, and the group got a little bit ahead of me, but it was fine because at that point I didn't trust my tires anymore, and the environment was too much dirt, too much gravel, too much everything on the road. But I made it, and I got through, and there was 7 of us that started in Doc Juan's group, and I ended up with 3, and I was one of the 3 that finished in his group, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm telling you, all you new riders out there who come in and check, if you're from the Bay Area, please go check him out. It's a free clinic. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to go out and drive in the mountains and get a lot of application of what you learned. So not only is it just a lecture or some type of classroom presentation, it's actually hands-on with 3 different groups with people in that group to help you out when you get in trouble. Plus, I don't know if you guys have been in any type of big groups ride like that. It's a lot of fun. So I'm Rhino Dan. Thanks for checking in. If you're new to the channel, check out my other videos. There's something there for you. And thanks for watching. So please like and subscribe. Thank you.